You were a borderline street person.
Yeah.
This is the story is like, hacks live forever.
Yeah, seriously. Hacks
They
live
don't.
forever, bad people live forever.
They do. Are you doing that, I was gonna say tantric. What the fuck was that
I
meditation?
do tantric meditation, yeah. It's just where I have an orgasm for 4 hours while I'm meditating. It's just,
You know, I'm interviewing all these comics, and I gotta say, like, your background
Yeah.
is everywhere from going to Kenny Bunkport to having a fist fight in a casino in Tahoe. So,
Yeah.
like, what happened? I mean,
Yeah.
you sound like you sound like you were born into like.
I fucked up.
You did.
I did. I really fucked up.
Oh wait, okay, is Rosebud your real name?
No.
No, it's a nickname. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I was called Rosebud. I was actually called Bud, like a truck driver.
Oh, okay.
From the time I was like a toddler until college, and then I was like, well, Rosebud, because my name is Rosemary. So I was like,
okay.
Rosebud is more feminine. And then, but I'd already developed a personality around the name Bud. So
Right.
it doesn't.
Well, how did you go? Like, you were in, like, your dad was Secretary of State?
No. My grandfather was Secretary of State
Okay.
under George Bush Sr.
Okay.
And my whole dad's side of the family is like just that Game of Thrones kind of like mentality, you know? And then
Yeah.
my mom is like a painter who lives in Maine and just like like no man in her life, like divorced my dad, started campaigning for Obama, and it was like a whole
Bad divorce.
yeah, they don't talk.
She went spiteful there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So then you went with her.
I did. I sided with her. But now that I'm older, I'm realizing like everything that's funny about me comes from my dad.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Because I realized, like, my dad was so volatile and everything like that. I thought I got so much of my sense of humor from him.
Yeah.
I think I just got a lot of jokes from him.
Yeah.
But my mother is really like stealth. Yeah, she'll take you out at the knees before you even realize it. Your
Right.
head's hitting the floor.
You know what? My mom left my apartment this weekend. Like she had helped me move in, and she said to me right before she left, she pulled like something like that. She looked at me and she was like, you know, I know that you do comedy, but you don't have to be comedy. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it really.
Yeah, but that's like great
that
advice.
just fucked with me. It was such good advice that I
Yeah.
was like, ow, you know?
No, but I know exactly what she means, because I
Yeah.
always hated that, like, when I had, like, guy roommates. It's like, we don't have to be the stereotypical
All the
guys
time.
with the pizza and the fucking,
Right.
you know, seat cushions. Can we just do the dishes?
Yeah.
And maybe live like human beings?
Yeah.
So tell me about this fight in a Tahoe,
Tahoe?
casino. I mean, I feel like you've really seen America. You
Yeah,
saw
I
the
have.
Bush's summer home. Yeah. You got in a fight in a casino in Tahoe. What is left?
Yeah, I mean, I've been all over the place. I was, you know, I would tell you the story if I remembered it fully, but I was blacked out for most of it. So
Oh, that's right. You were kind of.
I was drinking
you were a
at the
big drinker
time.
back in the day.
Yeah. So I don't drink anymore, but I was at the time. I was at a wedding, and I haven't been invited to a wedding in a long time.
Okay.
But I went to this wedding, and it was my ex-boyfriend's friend, and we were in a casino, and you know they pump them full of oxygen, so you're drinking but you're awake.
Right.
And I don't remember
You're
what
still blaming the casino on this one. I like
I'm
this.
gonna, yeah, that's a good point.
You're putting a little bit on them. All right.
Yeah. But I was, God, I didn't even realize that until you said that. I just like, he said something. I don't know what it was, but he said something, and I just fucking hauled off. And when I looked at him, he was bleeding, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that I could punch someone. Like,
Oh, wow. You like.
I really just.
You messed him up.
I messed him up, yeah.
So what happened? Did you get thrown out?
No, all I remember is.
Hilarious. You guys never get kicked out.
There's no
Women can
bottom.
literally do anything.
No, white women can do, literally, there's nothing. The net will always catch you.
Did they kick him out for bleeding on the casino rug?
Yeah, they're like, you're making a mess. It was like, all I remember is him like running through the street and me like running after him.
This always blows my mind, coming from one sport, one team in each sport. You know, it's like where you guys have the option to be the Mets or the Yankees, like, and the Yankees won all those titles. How the hell did you become a Mets fan?
Well, I'm from Queens, unfortunately, and also fortunately. It's like, so yeah, I just grew up working class and just rooting for the working man's id, basically.
No,
Yeah,
it takes a lot of heart to be a Mets fan. Did you ever get mad at like your relatives? Like you couldn't have picked the Yankees so I could have a little more joy in life?
I actually picked the Yankees first when I was a kid, and then the Mets, like, I guess, they were just closer. I was like, I gotta, I'm from
and you got
Queens,
sucked
man.
into that,
I
huh?
got sucked in. I got guilted for wanting to be with the winners,
Well, what year were you rooting for the Yankees? What years?
96 through 2000.
Well, there you go.
When they won, but in 2000 when the Mets got in the World Series, I was like, I guess, I'll root for the Mets. But yeah.
Critical
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, I know.
That's how you become a comedian.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so
Think
you mentioned
yeah.
before like family life, which is what I love about a lot of comics when they talk about their family, and I feel like I'm hearing something real and I'm getting to know them. Your grandfather had a huge influence on you, huh?
Yeah, my grandfather was just like a mountain of a man. He just, like I didn't grow up with my dad a lot, so he was like there across the street from me. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and my grandfather he had a massive heart attack when I was like 9, 10 years old.
Were you there?
And I was there. I caught his body, eased it to the ground. He was just like,
Oh.
Yeah, he was young too, and it's like, something that I think when I'm on stage and just like thinking about, or anything, and trying not to be too high or too low, I kind of like remember him, or just like Grandpa. It was just like kind of a sad,
Wait,
miserable
did he
thing.
die or no?
No, he totally died. He's super dead.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
He died
Yeah. He
in
died.
front of you.
Yeah, he died right in front of me. And I was like, yep, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy now. I guess he's I'm making this part of the act where you like it or not, you don't have a choice.
That's reminding me of the end of The Godfather when Marlon Brando was running around the garden and just keels over on those. Well, how the hell did you deal with that at 9?
I don't know. I just buried it deep. I guess. I don't know.
Oh no, another walled-off comic.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I remember just knowing that people wouldn't really give a fuck. When I went to school, a week later, it was during the summer, and school started, and there was a teacher. My mom told her my son, he just had a tough time. His grandfather just died, and she was like, big deal. My parents died within a month of each other. And I was like, well, no one gives a fuck about my struggle. And then when I got older, it's like,
It's because your mom blew through the story. She should have been like, no, he's 9. The guy was 6'5". He died in his arms.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well,
Just remind
I know.
me.
Well, that's one of the things that sucks about childhood, but it's kind of cool that it turns you into a comedian.
Yeah.
I always think of that, if I didn't, have some of the things that happened to me, I'd be like, wow, I might have been happy and then had a sad job.
Yeah.
Where I think with comics, it goes the other way. You have this sadness or this pain, and then you get this really happy job. I don't know, I've done a lot of stuff with you. A lot of the comics that I've been meeting, I've seen them, in the clubs and stuff. I've been watching them come up. But you, on the other hand, you hosted the goddamn Comedy Jam.
Yes. You've done it probably 40 times.
I know.
And you've dressed up every single time. But now what I love about it is that you've gotten to the point where you can say, forget the outfits and just be Bill. You won't sing.
A place Angus never got to.
No,
He
but
still has to wear the schoolboy outfit.
You still have to sing Hotel California.
Dressed as Don Henley.
Dressed as Don Henley. You have to do that.
I'll do it at some point. So I know you're a Baltimore guy / Washington guy.
Yes.
You're like one of those comics that I love watching just because you lived an entire life before you became a comedian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely, you didn't actually.
It shows. It shows on my face.
Yeah.
I mean,
for a 26-year-old, you seem like you've really lived a lot of life. I know.
I would look good for a 57-year-old, but I'm in my 30s.
No, you're good. You definitely got the Michael McDonald look going on, without a doubt. No, but you came up, you got a little sideways there for a while.
For a little bit.
Do you ever wonder why you partied to the level that you did? What was the reasoning for it, other than just the usual? Hey man, I got an addictive personality.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I mean,
love
dude,
hearing
throwing your life away is the greatest feeling in the world because you don't realize you're doing it, and so you're just there having a great time, sticking shit up your nose and hooking up with girls you have no idea what their names are. It was, you know.
How long did
miss
you?
it.
Yeah, I know.
I just took a second. I was like, fuck.
I know. That's the thing. Is fucking up your life is a lot of fun, but sobriety is what I guess you should.
Oh, it's great.
It's
great. Cheers.
It's a little bit of water here.
Los Angeles County.
No, it's
The best.
Yeah, I don't mind it in the morning. It's night. It bothered me. But when did you have your moment where you're just like, all right, I got to stop doing this shit?
For drinking, it was when I got a DUI in front of my parents' house, and it was funny too because as the lady was following me, it was like December, and I was like, I'm just gonna act like I don't see her, park my car where I always park it, and just walk into my house.
And you're good.
And I'm good, like you know. And then I'll be like, oh, where'd you come from? And then. As I get out of the car, I started walking up the grass, and I get to the front door, and then this lady cop just grabs my neck and throws me down, and I just look at her like, "Where'd you come from?" She's like, "You didn't see me?" And I was like, "No, I never saw you the whole time." She's like, "I had my lights on for a mile," and I was just like, "Oh, I thought those were the Christmas lights. You could see how I would think that."
Yeah, those blue Christmas lights. I thought there was a herd of Jewish people following me for the last 10 miles. You know, it's funny, when I got arrested for drinking and driving, there was the same thing. When I went to court, my arraignment, the guy was saying I was following him for 3 towns, had the sirens on, he was doing 80 miles an hour. And I wanted to say bullshit, but I didn't remember any of it. I was thinking dude, I got an 83 Ford Ranger with a 4-cylinder. There's no fucking way.
There's no way
you couldn't catch me with your cruiser.